everyone, and welcome to In-TERROR-GATION. This is a horror game where you play as a psychiatrist in a prison hospital, and you are tasked with interrogating a mysterious patient in hopes of learning the truth behind a very bizarre case. This was made for the Sandscape's Cursed Adventures Jam of 2022 and actually won 3rd place. It was actually made in 2 weeks also. So yeah, let's get started. For the past few months, there's been this patient. She was a victim of an abduction, as well as a bizarrely unnatural homicide. Normally she wouldn't be in our jurisdiction, but during her rescue, she attacked the police and tried to escape numerous times, which led to her being placed in our care. Then there's her behavior. Family members reported that she was acting differently, a total personality change. She's never provided any clear answers on what happened. Oddly, she suddenly made a request stating she was finally willing to talk. They put me in charge of her interrogation. I felt it'd be a good idea to ask the police for any evidence they were willing to share with me. Given her history of being uncooperative with questioning, thankfully they let me have a binder containing some of the evidence they collected. Not all of it, granted. But hopefully, it'll be enough to finally get the truth of what happened.
Okay, I'm ready. Could you bring the patient in? Now, before we get started, can you give me your name for the record, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's, Heather. My name's Heather.
Heather, huh? As we keep hearing someone faintly scream out in the distance. Yeah, I don't think that's your real name.
That's not what it says in your patient record.
Oh, right. Heather's, just a nickname of mine. It's Darcy. Sorry for the confusion.
Just a nickname,
you aren't
huh?
around here, are you? Could you tell me what state?
State? Sure. It's Pennsylvania.
Well, we can't really see that, I don't think. Patient was a victim of abduction. During her rescue, she acted out and assaulted the police, heavily injuring a few officers. She was planned to be held temporarily while being given therapy, but after numerous attempted escapes and continued attacks on people around her, she was committed to this facility. Seems like she's kinda crazy. Patient has proven to not be completely honest with doctors. Many staff have reported that her claims and information are incorrect. Apparently, the patient seems to give no indication that she has any known disorders, rather that her constant lying is in order to hide something. Due to her frequent violent outbursts and escape attempts, she has been confined to a wheelchair during any and all activities. We're sorry to say that due to the active status of an investigation, the police are unable to provide any notes from investigators. However, the precinct is willing to work with Innsmount in some capacity, so I sent you a binder. Alright? So yeah, seems like he doesn't like telling the truth, huh? Officer responded to a 911 call about individuals entering an abandoned house. Upon entering the premises, officers found one living victim in the body of an unidentified individual. Judging by the state of the two, it's estimated that they had been there for just a few hours. The surviving victim had been restrained to a chair. She was conscious and cognizant, but would not answer questions. The body of an unidentified girl was discovered just a few feet from the survivor. Both individuals arrived at the same time based on the state of her clothing. The body was in an unnatural state. The entire body, including limbs, was twisted and deformed, and was in a state that closely resembled late stages of decomposition. The identity, has yet to be determined due to these factors. Following the survivor's rescue, she immediately assaulted the officers present, leading to police casualties due to severe injuries. The woman was quickly detained, and medical support was called, but she had been uncooperative with questioning. A Virginia ID was found on the scene. The present staff will be looking into why she is here.
The police report says you're from Virginia, though.
Ah, right, sorry. I always get Pennsylvania and Virginia mixed up, you know? 'Cause they are so close.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking to me of your own volition?
And they're, you
Yeah,
know, pretty
yeah,
much
of
spelled the
course.
same, right?
I just wanna give my side of the story.
Alright.
I don't think there's a way we can contradict that.
For the records.
Yeah, it, seemed that way.
Now, we don't have all the time in the world, so I won't bother you with going over the details. To keep it short, I need to ask you some questions about the university and your abduction.
Alright, that's fine. Go ahead.
As I'm sure you remember, you requested this meeting. The police have provided me with a binder containing some of their evidence, which I'll be using to make sure you're taking this discussion seriously. They told me that you were quite uncooperative during initial questioning. It's just to make sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for, agreeing to this.
Okay, so, first of all, could you tell me a bit more about your experience at university?
Yeah. I was abducted at Harvard University, which is where I went to. It was, fine. It's not as if my grades were bad or anything. I got on well, I guess. Until the, abduction, of course.
Harvard University, huh? We have a lot more pages now. Crime scene. Unidentified female corpse. This looks kind of like you. The hell? Virginia father Allen Widow has made a public statement about his plans to file a lawsuit against Harvard University over what happened to his daughter, claiming that Harvard failed to assure the safety of my daughter and clearly lacked anything resembling a background check on their staff. A few weeks ago, Harvard University student Darcy Widow was abducted from the university and brought to the abandoned house near 23rd West Road Street, where she was found later by police, bound to a chair, next to an unidentified human corpse. Complicating matters is that Darcy herself was shortly arrested for assaulting the officers on duty. Yeah, you read that. Father just stated that his daughter would never act like this. He can only blame the university for, no doubt, letting her hang around bad crowds, with what I imagine to be little to no oversight from staff. Allen Widow continues to mention that he will be taking the lawsuit alone, citing his own career history as one of Virginia's most successful lawyers. His final statement for reporters: if Harvard thinks they can get away with this blatant disregard for their students' well-being, they don't know who they're messing with. Yeah, this is the chair. Student with complaint, Darcy Widow. And then she gave Heather as the name before. Darcy submitted a complaint to the front desk about a student named Heather Baker. Both are currently paired together on an assignment for Professor Murphy's anthropology class. Darcy expressed discomfort with Heather, saying that she seemed more interested in me than the assignment. Darcy has said that she assumes Heather's just trying to be friendly and make small talk, but finds some of the questions unnerving. She went on to say that she doesn't report this directly to Professor because she doesn't feel comfortable doing so, and also doesn't want to become enemies with Heather. There currently isn't much that we can do at the moment. If Darcy returns with more issues on the matter, then we'll take a closer look. Broken men's glasses. Airplane ticket. Unidentified symbol. I don't know if you guys want me to read all of these. Maybe I'll just give it pause or come back to it another time.
It's a fairly big university, with lots of fields and classes. What did you major in?
My major? Well, I took a bachelor's degree, so I took a lot of classes that weren't part of it. But it was, management.
Did you
I'm
make
not
any
sure if there was
friends
anything for
during your
that
time
one.
at university? Any strong relationships with anyone?
I mean, of course, I had a couple of friends. Are you asking if I had a boyfriend or something? I never really had any strong relationships with anyone, to be honest. Mostly just, acquaintances.
Oh yeah. It's right here. Yes, that's not it, huh? Maybe we're saving that for later.
Can you think of any reason why you might have been abducted?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, it's not like I'm rich or anything. My parents don't make too much money, so I can't imagine they wanted something like a ransom or anything.
A ransom, huh?
Were you responsible for the death of the other person in that room?
What? No way, of course, I wasn't. Did you see what happened to that body? How could I have caused that?
When you were abducted, was there another person at the scene with you and the corpse?
It's a little hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure it was just me and the person during the, kidnapping.
There's a witness here. There were two. I guess not. I don't know what I'm doing.
Damn, something's just not right here. It doesn't add up at all, but I just can't see what's wrong. There must be more holes to point out, but... I'm sorry, but I can't continue like this. I'll get someone else to take over. So just wait here.
I just couldn't stay there anymore. Thankfully, before I left, I was able to get someone to fill in for me. But it seemed as though he had no luck with her either. I was hoping I could return to her with a clear head, but that was never going to happen. Just a few hours after the interview, she was found dead. Their body in the same state as the one at the crime scene. Alright, so one thing we missed from before is she lied about the major. So,
Your college records state that you majored in literature.
Uh-oh. I
uh-oh.
guess that was just a mistake.
Seemed
Yeah,
pretty
no,
surprised
I
about that
majored in
one.
literature. My head's just kind of all over the place, you know?
Did you make
Yeah.
any friends during your time at university? Any strong relationships with anyone?
I mean, of course, I had a couple of friends. Are you asking if I had a boyfriend or something? I never really had any strong relationships with anyone, to be honest. Mostly just, acquaintances.
Oh, really? Can you tell me why we have plane tickets here? By any chance? Darcy? That's even your real name.
These plane tickets seem to suggest otherwise.
Those. Ah, right. Yeah.
Right.
Those. Me and the professor weren't, super close, I guess. I wouldn't call it a strong relationship. He was the one who bought the tickets anyway.
Can you think of any reason why you might have been abducted?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, it's not like I'm rich or anything. My parents don't make too much money, so I can't imagine they wanted something like a ransom or anything.
Oh, really? It's right here. I think we have proof of otherwise. See, he is the most successful lawyer.
Isn't your father a highly successful lawyer?
Oh, he is, isn't he? Well, I mean, I still wouldn't say that, he makes all that much.
Were you responsible for the death of the other person in that room?
What? No way, of course, I wasn't. Did you see what happened to that body? How could I have caused that?
I mean, you got a point there.
When you were abducted, was there another person at the scene with you and the corpse?
It's a little hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure it was just me and the person during the, kidnapping.
Alright.
Were you involved in what happened?
Are you joking? I already told you. How could I have been involved in that?
Most people with no involvement don't attack the police and attempt to escape.
You can't be serious. I was in shock. I had just been abducted and there was a dead body. I wasn't thinking right.
You don't seem to have been doing a lot of thinking right. You're still trying to avoid the police, and even after requesting this meeting, you continue to lie and mix yourself up with another person. Make it make sense, Darcy, if that's even who you are. I'm starting to think you don't even know yourself.
Look, I'm just, not in the right headspace. Just give me a moment and I swear I'll tell you everything.
Sorry, but I just don't have time to be led around with lies and excuses. I'll get one of the staff members to take you back to your cell and check back in a week. That should be enough time to get your thoughts straight.
Wait, hold on. I don't have a week. I need to talk to you now.
I'm sorry, but our time is up.
I can't let you leave.
What the?
What? What the hell is going on?
That's what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
but
What just
I
happened?
don't have much time before it finds me. I need you right here, right now.
What exactly are you?
Well, I guess there's not much point in hiding it. I'm not exactly human. I suppose you could call me an entity. One using this body to hide in your world. I'm losing control of my grasp on this reality, though, and I need your help to fix it.
Why didn't you just ask in the beginning? You're all crazy.
You mentioned something trying to find you. What's trying to find you?
Where I'm from, there are powerful beings that even I'm hesitant to describe, that even something like me shouldn't bother. But I did, and now it's after me, and I'm not just going to let it take me, so I'm hiding from it.
Oh, hey. Reading this means that you're now trapped in that thing's pocket reality. It won't let you leave until I get what it wants, and if you refuse to do so, it will result in the end of all life as we know it. However, after rigorous research, I can say there is a third option. First, you need to have a symbol present during the event, then try to find ways to contradict the entity as best you can. I couldn't explain why. For some reason, being confronted seems to break its hold just enough for the symbol to reveal a 4-word code phrase. When all 4 words are revealed to you, say them aloud directly to it. Godspeed and best of luck to you. I'm guessing someone else made it here, huh?
What was the real reason behind your relationship with the professor?
He was just someone that knew about the world and was willing to help me. I can't afford to get caught. It's a far greater issue than you think.
The professor's confession says something quite different.
Yeah.
Right, so I had to do a bit of coercing.
You
but
stop being
still,
all creepy.
He helped me prepare for rituals
Tell me
and
what's
events,
going on here.
as well as other things. I needed his help. I had to be assertive.
Where is the professor now?
He is no longer in this reality. He was taken to another. He screwed up during the
What
last
the?
event while setting something up. Not sure if he can get back or not.
What do you mean? What happened to him? These pages are all jumbled now.
What was the actual reason for this abduction?
I wouldn't call it an abduction. No one was forced into it.
Nothing else
It was
supposed to
just a
happen.
ritual to help maintain my control and keep me hidden.
Wait, calm down.
We have a witness who testified otherwise.
Yeah.
That's,
Whoa.
well, I was losing control of my body. I needed to be
Please
handcuffed
don't
so I
lose
could be
control
taken
right
care
now.
of. That's all. A misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So what happened to that body?
We
Well,
ran out of
let's
time
be
during the
friends.
event. The being I'm hiding from, the hunter, got to her.
The hunter.
And well, you see why I'm on the run.
You killed someone because... Wait, these pictures are different now. James Murphy. James Murphy.
Why? Was there a third person at the event anyway?
It was just something the professor decided at the last minute. No reason for her to be there at all.
No reason, you say. How do you explain this email about the plane tickets, huh? Tell me that.
This email seems to say it was planned in advance.
Well,
Will you
Look,
stop doing
why
that,
are we
please?
talking about this third person?
Stay calm.
They aren't important. Can't you see there are bigger things going on right now?
Did you even know who that classmate was?
Nobody important. Probably just one of the professor's students. I've got no idea who she might be, to be honest.
Uh-huh. Well, you say that, but... Oh, you're just crazy to me. Oh, hey. Why is there a face here now? Are we getting to things we have glasses on? Like when we unravel the truth, things slowly start piecing together. Yeah, this one.
Records seem to show that you two did a class assignment together. Plus, there was the confusion over names earlier. You called yourself Heather at first.
Are you serious? How is this remotely important? Were you not listening when I said we don't have a lot of time? Listen, we are out of time. I'll need you to recite this incantation to hide me from the hunter.
Whoa.
This is crucial.
Can you repeat that,
If the
please?
hunter gets me, it will have an opening.
All I heard was
in the world. Will destroy all life as you know it. No question. Hiding me will save the world. So I trust you know the right choice here.
Are there no other options? Nothing else that can prevent this?
There is no other way. You have to make the decision.
I don't know if I should believe you or have you bounce me around. Let's, say the incantation.
Alright, fine. I'll say it. Leg line. Cura
Leg line.
My thanks to you. How I have to face my punishment.
What?
What happened? Why the hell can't I move?
I've done all I can with the patient, but she still refuses to cooperate. She needs some time alone, so please don't disturb her. I'll be back with some staff to escort her back to her
They
cell.
took my body.
This can't be. That's not me. Don't listen to it. That's not me you're talking to.
What the? Those were my last words before the pain hit me. A pain too agonizing to even describe. Soon followed by my bones bending like they were made of soft rubber. Felt like my skin was being pulled from every opening possible. My last seconds on Earth were torturous, and all I could think about was whether this is how I would die, or if I would continue to feel this horror wherever this thing was taking me. I think he reuses the glasses now.
I suppose an action is a choice of its own.
Sorry,
Yeah.
but this is just Too
died,
much to
so
handle
what
all
else
at
to be
once.
your puppet?
Well, at least I won't be alone in the inevitable suffering.
Wait, what? Ugh. Hell is happening. Only lasted a scant few seconds, but I remember the horror that I let into our world. Whatever that thing I interrogated was, it was telling the truth about one thing. The being that hunted it was so much more powerful than it was. The worst part wasn't the agonizing pain of my body being devoured by that thing, or even the lingering thoughts of whether I'll be suffering like this forever. No. The worst part was I could vividly hear the billions of people screaming in torment. As they met the end, I had mistakenly unleashed on them. Interesting. But I think they sacrifice those people to keep away from the hunter, or it's sacrificing it to the hunter? Huh. So for this ending, we actually just leave.
Forget this. I'll leave them to someone else.
Yeah,
I'm taking today off.
I think that's a good idea. Thanks for playing, I guess. Yeah, let's someone else deal with it. I don't want to die. Let us end this. Once and for all, you monster.
According to this, I can say this. Chan if fele oriba.
Wait,
Yeah, what he
did
said.
you- How do you know that? Oh no. Oh no. Do you have any idea of what you've done?
Stay away from this world.
What? What happened? Is it over? Did I do it all right?
Wait, what? He just talked as if it's a regular thing that happens. In the end, that thing vanished, along with any danger it had caused. I don't know if I made the right call. I made my choice, and I'm paying for it. After everything that happened during the interrogation, the investigation naturally went on to what happened to the patient. Of course, I was the prime suspect in her disappearance. There was no telling them what really happened. Who would believe me? Either way, what I said was irrelevant. Now I'm a patient in the very facility I work for, subject to the countless interrogations, stuck in captivity. I'm left to wonder, did I make the right choice? Or will that thing return? So yeah, that was Interrogation. A short horror game. Pretty enjoyable. It was only made in 2 weeks, so pretty good actually for the length and time frame given. I wish there were more endings, so we got more background on what exactly was going on. Maybe I just didn't get a grasp on what was in the notes and everything. I'm not sure. But all I know is spiders, no matter what dimension they're from, I think they all need to perish. So yeah. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll leave a link to the game in the description below. And comment on what your thoughts of Interrogation were. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.